Guys, so standing back from your monitors, let's think about the alignment of our bodies. Your feet are facing forward, so toes into a 12 o'clock position. And you'll be using the 12 o'clock position later on, so remember, facing forward. Ankles, knees in line, and then up to the hip bones. What I want you to do is just sort of push the pelvis forward and back. Lovely. Forward and back. So really getting that lumbopelvic area. Now let's go side to side. So just go into frontal plane. So moving the hips side to side. There we go. And now asking yourself, how does that feel for you? Is it easier on one side as you sink the ribs and the hips together? Okay, then placing your fingertips or your thumbs on the top and then just circle around. So this sort of, the first part of my class today, I'm going to be, and then the other way around, it's a mixture of sort of mobility, conditioning and strength, and also stretching. So there's a little bit of everything in there. I've chosen music forward and back. I've chosen this sort of music so it's really slow, so you can get into it, look deeper into the muscles. All right, lovely. All right, open out the arms. Take palms up to the ceiling and then rotate. Rotate round to your right and then round to your left. Okay, so palms up. So engaging the shoulders just a little bit deeper. Now place the heels together and the toes apart. Place the palms over and then rotate. Round to the right side and then to the left. And again, over to the right and then over to the left. Okay, place your arms down at the side of you. Lift the shoulders up and bring the scaps back and down. And again, lift, push back and down. Separate the legs wider. Okay, so slightly soft at the knees, but legs separated. I want you just to reach up. Yeah, reach. And just slightly lifting my heel away as I reach over. Reach. Sit. Now, bring your arms down and then just give you a toe tap, yeah? So it's just bringing up the heels and then tapping down through the ball of the foot, yeah? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, that's it. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Stay there, circle back the right arm. And then the left arm, and then both arms together. And 2, and again, circle it back. So circle back, 1, and 2, and then both arms together. 1 and 2. Okay, I want you to come over into a side lunge, over to your right side, and then over to your left. And again, push it to the right and left. Now I'm going to take my left arm over. I'm going to change sides. So push over to the right, bring the left arm over. Now I'm going to change it. So I'm going to take both arms over. And then the other side. Over to the corner and push. Go back to a single. You press down onto the thigh and give me just 2 more onto single. 1 and 2. Bring it here to the center. Shoot the arms up to the top. Take them out to the side. Take them down and give me a shoulder circle. Okay, and again, so up to the top, out to the side. Take it down and circle. 2 more. 1, and then take it down and circle it back. Last time. Goes up. Now remember, take it out. All this choreography down and circle it around. Take your arms open and then just move from the ribs. Yeah. So I'm moving over from the waist over to the right and then over to the left. Yeah. So the hips are staying still. Yeah. No movement through here. It's just through the waist area, over to the right. So I'm pushing out towards the wall and then over and then through. I'll bring it back up to the top. Begin to switch the arms over. So they'll rotate the hands, yeah? So now we're bringing mobility and strength through the shoulders, yeah? So round. So how far round? So just rotate and through. 2 more. Round and back. Last time. All right, now let's scoop it forward scoop forward and push back. And again, lovely. So open and close in the chest. 2 more. Push and open. And again, push and open. And my favorite lateral flexion, come over with your right arm and then over to your left. So you're rainbowing over the top of the head. From here, just ripple forward. So bring it all forward and open it back. Give me 1 more. Forward and back. And then come over the top. And then over the top. Just 2 more. So rainbow right the way over. Lovely. Come down. So bend the knees and then come down towards the floor and then lift up. Okay, and again. So I'm coming down into a little sumo. And then, so going back to strength training. Yeah. Down and lift up. I'm going to go into a diagonal. I'm going to come down and push to corner. Yeah. And again, now the other side. Down, push to corner. And again, down, push out. And down and push out. Lovely. Bring your arms down to center, open nice and wide, and then just come over to your right. It's quite an awkward feeling. Once you've got it, it's there, yeah? So it's right away through the waist. Over, back. Okay, come into the center. So take the arms down, circle back right, and then left, and then both together, and 2. Bring the right leg in to join the left, and then tap it out for 3. 1, 2, 3, and then tap it over. Bring the other leg in, tap it out. 1, 2, 3, tap it over. Tap in 1 and 2 and 3, tap it over. Bring it in 1 and 2 and 3, tap it over. Stay here. Give me a squat. Go down to squat and lift. And so lovely, nice and deep. Think about deep work, getting into the glutes. So the music is slow enough, so you really work into a lower range. 2 more. 1 and then 2. Bring the right leg forward into a lunge. So we're going to step, lunge, lift, and lower. Otherwise, side step, lunge, lift, and lower. 2 more. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back. 1, 2, 3. Bring it back. Give me a lateral lunge. Over to one side and then over to the other. I'm just going to do 4 of each, yeah? Over we go to the right, and then over we go to the left. Now, from this position, just curtsy across and bring the right arm over. And then the other side. Curtsy and then over. And again, so over the top. So it's a lovely stretch right the way through the lateral part, right into the real core strength training position, but this great stretch into the lower body as well. Last time. Bring your legs open and just ripple forward. 1 and then 2. Rainbow the arm over the top. Step forward to the side. Okay, 2 more. 1. Okay, take the hands open and then rotate the shoulders. So rotate through. 1 and 2 together. Okay. Now I'm going to ripple it forward. So I'm going to ripple forward, back, and do it one more time, and I'm going to take the arm over the head into that lateral flexion. 2 more. I'm going to come down into 4 squats. So bring your hands together, come down into a squat and push. Okay, down and push. Now as I come down this time, hands are together, I'm going to push away. Yeah? And again, go down to squat, push away. And again, down to squat, push away. One more time, down to squat, push away. Lovely. Bring your arms down at the side. Bring your legs in slightly, a little bit more narrow into hip distance. just give me a hip rotation through the right. One, and then this side. Two. Okay. So a little hip rotation. One and two. Okay, let's put this together. Come down into a squat and give me a hip rotation on the right. Come down into a squat and give me a hip rotation on the left. Okay. Take your hands around and again, around. Big circles. 2, 3, last time, and 4. Lovely. Come down into a squat. Now take the arms into a circle. Now give me a hip rotation right. And then come down into a squat. Give me a circle. Hip rotation on the left. And hands down into squat, circle, hip rotation. And then hands together. Down we come. Lift up, round into circle, and then hip rotation. Take your legs up nice and wide, guys. Come down and reach over. And then the other side. Now this time take 2 arms over the top, and the other side, over the top. 2 more. We're going to a hamstring stretch, over the top, and over. Okay, guys, come down, bring it down nice and low, and then sumo reach up to the top. Then go into a diagonal, so I'm going to push out to my right side. And I'm going to come down, you know what's going to happen. We're going to go over to our left side. From the center, I'm going to come into my lunge on my right. I'm going to take down onto the floor, my left hand, nice and low, feeling it right through the hip and the adductor. And I'm going to push my right arm back to a 12 o'clock. I'm going to hold that there. Then I'm going to pulse it back for 3. 1, 2, 3, and hold. One more time. 1, 2, 3, hold. Bring that hand down, walk your hands into the center, and then straighten out through the legs. Yeah, so nice straight legs, and then bring it down. Bend the knees, and then lift up. And again, down, and lift. One more time. Lift down, bend those knees, and then lift. Then let's go over to the other side. So into my left side. I'm going to take my right hand down, and then I'm going to take my left arm out to 12 o'clock. Yeah, out to 12 o'clock. Hold it there to get the stretch. Now, pulse back for 3. 1, 2, 3, and hold. One more time. 1, 2, 3, and hold. Place that hand down, and then from here, straighten out the knees. And then just a little bend. Okay, again, one more time. Lift and lower. I'm just going to move my body onto a diagonal so I can show you this. Okay, so from this position, I'm going to take my hands down onto the floor, and I'm going to bring my feet in close, and I'm going to take my right leg back. Okay, so I'm in this position. All right, I'm into this position. So I'm into a hip flexor stretch. My stretch is here. If you need to drop the knee, then do so. Okay, all right. If you're with me, placing your hand down onto support. Take your other arm and rotate. I'm going to bring it down, across the body, and open. 2 more. Down, across the body, and open. Coming to center. Reach through like a Superman. Reach through. From here, lower the knee and lift. Lower the knee and lift. One more time. Lower the knee and lift. Place that hand down. Bring this leg in and now roll it up. Lovely. You do the diagonal onto the other side. I'm going to roll it down. Roll it down. Now I'm going to take the other leg back. Yeah, right, there I go. Back. Slide it back. You can drop the knee if you want to. Right? Okay. From here, taking through my other hand, I'm going to bring it across the body and then open. Again, across the body, through the chest and open. One more. deep stretch. Cross and open. Now, bring yourself to center. Take the arm away into a Superman position. Now, lower the back knee and lift. Lower the back and lift. Down and lift. Place that hand down. Slide the leg back. Walk the hands back in towards the feet. And then roll it up. All the way to the top. Move your shoulders back and down. Interlink the hands and just push back. Yes, I'm push back. 3. Okay, I'm going to let my hands go. I'm going to interlink them. I'm going to push them away and take them back to the ceiling. I'm going to go into a lateral flexion and I'm going to go to the other side. Okay, now I'm going to go to lateral flexion right. Then I'm going to come to center. I'm going to push back. So I'm going to go out of my range. Yeah, so out of my range. And then I go over the other side. Then I come out of my range. See, so I go back. 2. You're really working through that posterior chain. Bring the hands down in front of you. Interlink the hands still. And just drop your chin to your chest. And then release, hands just behind you, and then open through the chest. Alright guys, from here, take the legs up nice and wide. So if you can, a little bit wider than where we were before. Okay. Come into a side lunge. Side lunge. So legs nice and wide. If you can, just a little bit, just side a little bit, and then the other side. And again, over. We're really getting a nice deep stretch now in through the inside of the thigh. Now I'm going to come over and lift. Other side, over and lift. Come to center. Draw up into your cat stretch. And come away into your cow. And again. Back and through. Really arching through that back into flexion and then into extension. From here, guys, I want you to come down where you can a little bit lower. You bring your elbows to the inside of your knee. Now opening out even further and pushing back. I'm going to transfer my weight over to my right side. I'm really feeling this now, right through my center. To the adductors, so over to the right and then over to the left. And again, 2 more. Oh my goodness, really opening those hips this morning. Hold that there. 3, 2, 1. Release the hands down and push back up. Yeah, and again, going down into a little sumo. Nice wide legs, yeah? Wider than we did the first time. Down and this time, come down and then take the right hand, sorry, the left hand over and lift up through the right arm. So even deeper into that stretch, that arm at 12 o'clock. And then come over to the other side and change sides. So working at a deeper level, guys. 1, 2, 3. And then come down, drop the head chin towards the chest and stretch out, yeah? So feeling the stretch at the back of the thighs into those hamstrings. 3, 2, 1, and release. Bring it back, full standing position, slowly roll up, take your shoulders back and down, and bring it together. Well done, guys. Right, we're going to go down onto the mat for our functional abdominal work. Okay. Functional work. We're going to do it all on the mat. I was going to do standing with you, but we've been 5 minutes standing, so we'll do functional abs onto the mat. Okay. All right, guys. So we should be feeling really stretched out, body mobilized, And we've put some strength training in there as well. So 3 components put into our standing sequence. Okay, right, so let's begin. So standing up nice and tall from here. Shoulders back and down. Lovely core connection, so nice and strong through the center. Now we're going to just fold it forward. I'm going to roll it down. And I'm going to walk my hands away from me. I'm just going to stay in this position as I'm going through into my calf stretch. I'm going to try to keep my heels down onto the mat. If it's not working for you, don't worry if your heels are up. It's just an indication that your calf muscles are relatively short. I'm going to come down onto my knees. I'm going to drop my chin to chest, and I'm going to come into my cat stretch. And then into my cat stretch. Ruby! Sorry, my dog is rubbing herself all up and down the settee. I'm going to big killer. Don't! She knows she's done. I'm teaching, she's not going to get told off. I'm sorry, she is going to get told off. All right, so bring your hands forward and come down into Cobra. Okay, so this is my Cobra position. Yeah, hips are away from the mat. I'm going to look over one shoulder. And then I'm going to look over to the other shoulder. Okay. I'm going to come back into a child's pose, but rather than bringing my heels, so my bottom to my heels, I'm going to stay in that position. Yeah? So my hips are over my knees. I'm going to lengthen away my arms and push back. Yeah. So notice, it's more of an arm stretch. Yeah. So stretching right through those shoulders. Hold it there. Then walk your hands back in, then sit back. So I want you to feel the difference into your child's pose, and then sit back onto those heels. And then bring it up to the top. Again, I want you to go back into your cat stretch, and then into your cat stretch. Okay, one more time. So up into cat. Guys, bring it over, and get into a seated position. We're going to go into a bridge first today, right? So, because I didn't get time to do that with you on Wednesday. So we're going to a bridge position. Then sit up tall, and then we're going to roll back together. So tilt the pelvis, roll it all the way back, open up your arms, and bring your feet in. Okay? So bring the feet in towards you. Then, from here, feet are fairly close and towards you. I want you to tilt the pelvis. Just tilt only, and then come back. And again, tilting the pelvis, it's almost like pushing your spine down in towards the mat, and then back. One more time. Push. This. On the next one, we're going to tilt the pelvis, and then we're going to come up. Yes, I'm in my bridge position. Hips are square, and arms are open. Now, vertebrae by vertebrae, bringing it back down until you release, until the coccyx touches down onto the mat, and you allow your weight to go down to the mat. Now, I want you to bring your ankles and your knees together. Right, so ankles and knees together. And from there, we're going to squeeze the knees, thighs together. You're going to come back into a bridge position. Then you're going to open, yeah, so abduct, bring it into adduct. Now lower it down, but don't lower it all the way. Right, so lock on. Think about the glutes. Come up, then open the knees, close, and then lower halfway. And again, so you look, come up, open the knees, you come back in, and lower down. Well done, guys, well done. 2 more, up. Squeeze open, so working right the way through the outer glutes into the medius and minimus. One more time. Breathe. Open the legs. Breathe back in and lower. Okay. Taking yourself all the way down. Separate your feet out slightly. Placing your hands to the side of your head and then just curl up. Just a little curl. Push up and through into curl and lower. And lift up and lower. So keeping those elbows wide. Now I'm going to work through the waist. So this time I'm going to come up. I'm going to release this hand. I'm going to take it over to the outside of the knee. I'm going to come back to center and lower the other side. So I lift up, I release my hand. I come over, I bring it back in and down. Yeah, so up, through, in and lower. And again, squeeze across, in and lower. Now, instead of leaving the legs where they are, I'm going to come up. Now, as I come across, I'm going to lift the leg and take my hand to the outside. Then I'm going to come in and down, yeah? So I lift up, I extend the leg, taking the hand to the outside of the ankle. Then I come back in and fold it down, yeah? So lift, 2, hand back down to 3 and 4. So lift, then take the leg up, bring it back down and close it. Yeah. So it's lift up, then take the leg up, hold, pull your pause and back down. One more time. Lift, cross, in and down. Okay. Bring your feet and knees into your chest and then just hold it there. And then just roll it off, just side to side. Just have a little bit of a back massage. Now release the hands, pick your arms away, and then just come into like a circle. So little circles. Let's think about drawing a circle with your knees on the ceiling and go around the other way. Rotate through. Hands down. Hold that there, guys. Hold it there. So go into your tabletop position. Okay, so tabletop position. So you're going to tap down on the right. So I'm going to tap and then lift up. So tabletop tap downs. Now, head, neck, and shoulders are relaxed. I'm really concentrating on not pushing the abdominals up to the ceiling, keeping everything nice and steady. Now, we're working mainly the lower abdominals. So I want you to think about the abdominal from your belly button lower. Yeah, we're in this position. In a moment, I'm going to give you the option to bring your head, neck, and shoulders up. So there. So bring your head, neck, and shoulders up into that static position. So you are contracting. You can feel it, can't you? Your tummy muscles from belly button up. And again. 2 more. 1. Now instead of a tap down, we can go to a leg extension. So I can go to leg extension and then in. And anytime you want to place your head, neck, and shoulders down, then you can do so. Right? You can go down. You can rest for a couple of seconds and then come back. So now we're going to work to opposites. Okay. So as I come over, as I lengthen my leg out, I bring my elbow in towards my knee, okay? And then I come back, and then the other side. Elbow towards knee, and return. Elbow to knee, and to the center. I'm going to make it a little bit quicker. So I'm going to turn it into a bicycle twist. So instead of giving me a pause in the center, we're going to go keep going. So you can do 1, 2. So there's no rush. It's nice and slow. Oh. Okay. And last time. Bring the knees into the chest. Hold on to those knees. come up onto your forearms. Okay, so onto your forearms. Now, from this position, we're going to take the right leg into the tabletop. Then I'm going to extend it away. Then I'm going to bring it back in and lower. And the other side. Into the tabletop, extend away, bring it back in and lower. Okay. Now, together, I'm going to come in, bring my knees into my chest. I'm then going to push them away. I'm going to bring them into my chest and lower down. Okay, so I'm now come out of tabletop. Think of it as a scoop. So you're going to scoop in, you're going to push away, you're going to scoop back in and place it down. And again, just scoop in, push away, scoop in. Now if you find this too much, you can always do it with one leg, yeah? Scoop in, back into scoop and lower down. Remember, you can go to single legs if the double is too hard for you. You have two more, so you choose how you want to do it. In, push away, come in and lower. Or more. In, push away, bring it in and lower. Okay. From there, guys, take your legs to the tabletop and you just roll over to your right and then over. So rotate it over to your right side and then to centre. Right. Come back down onto the mat, roll it back down onto the mat. Open up your arms. Now knee roll over, just what we did when we were on our forearms. Knee roll over and then centre and then the other side. Now, as I knee roll over to my right side, from here, I'm going to extend my bottom leg. Okay? Then I'm going to bring that over the top. I'm going to take it over the other side. I'm going to switch it. And then I'm going to come over the top. And I'm going to switch it. And again, over the top. And switch. Then you don't have to do this. You can just stay with your legs into that tabletop position. You do one more, and then we're going to change it. Over the top. Now, make it a bit harder. Bend both legs away into the corner, into a diagonal. Over to the top, and then over the other side. It's like a little court. Over the top, and through. Now, this time as I come over the top, I'm going to come into my tabletop. Then I'm going to come over the other side and extend the legs away. Center, I come back to tabletop. I go over, push the legs away, well done. Back into tabletop. One more, push away, and then back to tabletop. Bring your head, neck, and shoulders up away from the mat and squeeze yourself into a little ball. Take the right leg in towards the chest and then extend the left leg away. From this position, you're going to come in, so you're going to let go of its leg, and you're going to bring it in on the other side, yeah? So you're just swapping the legs over. And again, in and out, and out. And again, in and in, out and out. Okay, guys, try and come up just a little bit higher now. Thanks. Do this a centimetre. In and in. Out and out, 4 more. In and in, holding on. So catching that knee, so the hands are ready. Yeah, catch the knee. Bring your both knees in and head and shoulders down onto the knee. Take your feet down and allow the legs to swap over one side. Now turn your head over your opposite shoulder. So your knees are lying to your right, and then you're looking over your left shoulder. Okay, and then come to the center, and then change it the other side. Now coming to the center, lady cross your legs. Yeah, so place your right leg over your left. Okay, I'm now going to roll over to my left side. Now I'm going to look over my right shoulder. You feel the deepest stretch right the way through the slide into the side of the hip. And hold it there. Okay, up to the top, uncross, lady cross. Then go over. So I'm going to roll over to my right, and as I do, I look over my left shoulder. Okay, and back to center. Uncross the legs. Feet and knees are nice and close together. Draw in through the tummy muscles. Brace the abdominals, tilt the pelvis and come up into a bridge. Open, close, now lower halfway down. Really think about taking your mind into the glutes. Yeah, really keep that glute really tight. Open, close, and lower. Keep that going, guys. I'll come over and have a look. See how you're doing. Right. So open, close, and only just lower halfway. Well done. Excellent, Christy. Marilyn's on the name on there. Sue, I can't see. You have the cameras up, don't worry. Well done, Claire. Excellent, Sarah. There's a foot. Sheila through the ceiling. Well done, guys, and Laurie. Okay, give me two more. Two more. When you've done your two, place your knees back in towards your chest. And you've done your two. Okay, last exercise coming up. All right. Place your feet down onto the mat. Place your head, neck and shoulders. Again, just relax them onto the mat. Okay. Right. Now, from here, hands to the side of the head, right? And get ready to lift up. So just have them at the side of the head. Now, I'm going to lift both legs up to the ceiling. So there I go into my stretch. So there's my hamstring stretch. Flexing the feet, engaging the hamstrings. Okay. Then I'm going to lower my legs down and I'm going to scoop them in. Yeah, remember we did scoop, but we were on our forearms. I'm going to scoop them away and lift to the top. Okay. Now as I lower down, then I scoop in. As I scoop in, I crunch with my head, neck and shoulders away from the mat. I take it away and back to the top. So I lower, I scoop it in, I bring it away, and I lift to the top. And again, I come down low, I scoop in, I take it away, and I lift to the top. Two more. Lower down. Remember, you can always go back to your forearms. In, push away, and lift. One more time. Down, coming in, away, and push to the top. Guys, drop your heels towards your bottom or get into a seated position. Hands just under the thighs. Inhale, exhale, and then roll it up. And then to the seat. All right, so here we go. We're going to do a couple of rollbacks, half rollbacks, and then that's the last part of our class today. So sit nice and tall, arms extended, and then just tilt the pelvis, and then come back into a little half rollback, and then lift to the top. So that again. Back, and lift to the top. All right, now we're going to do two more, and we're going to add in the rotation through the waist. We're going to go into our bow and arrow. I'm going to come down onto my right side, and I'm going to keep my elbow nice and close, and I'm going to look behind, and I'm going to come back and do the other side. And then two more. One, two more in this bow and arrow. Now I'm going to extend it, take the arm away from it. I'm going to come into a bow and arrow, stay here, open like a toy soldier, and in and lift the other side. So hold it there, open, in and lift. And again, one, take it back, open, in and through the other side. So into your bow and arrow, open, in, and that's it. Interlink the hands, come back, yeah? Come back and hold it there into the half roll back position. Lift the arms above the head and then lower down. The knees are still bent. So lift up, really pulling on those tummy muscles and lower. One more time. Lift, hold, and up to the center. Then bring it back into half a roll back. Stay here and then just take the hands over to one side and then the other. So stretch through the shoulders. So bring that arm over. So from your right arm, bring over the left arm. So feeling the stretch at the back of the shoulder into the posterior delt. One more. Come up to seated. From there, just keep your hands into the and then tucking your chin towards your chest. And release. Place your right hand down and reach over. And then down and the other side. All right, 2 more. So the workout today was about deep stretches, was about mobility, and about strength training as well. Guys, place your hands down, interlink the hand, roll back the shoulders. Now lift the arms up, stretch away, take them out to the side, take them down, and roll the shoulders back. One more time. Up, arm sequence out into abduction. Take it down, circle back. Guys, place your hands together and give yourselves a big clap. Thank you very much for joining me for our functional ab workout class.